Right, now you can see that it holds its shape.
Yeah.
It's called the ribbon stage.
Next, add the melted and cooled chocolate and stir until completely combined.
Now I'm going to take some of the egg white. I'm not going to fold the whole lot in at once, because if you do that, it'll be streaky.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat in a little bit of the egg white, so a couple of really good spoons going in there like that. So this will slacken it down, and I'm beating that in and make it a bit more runny. Now that looks well included, those first 2 tablespoons in with the chocolate. It's quite smooth, and I'm going to add the rest all at once of the egg whites. So I'm going to tip that up and then put this in.
So this is the crucial bit, really, isn't it? The roulade.
It
You're
is.
slacking it off first before adding the majority of the egg whites.
And I'm going to fold that in. And folding is going around the edge of the bowl and then cutting through the middle. And that wants to be a very gentle movement.
So essentially, because the egg whites is the rising agent, you're trying to keep as much air in that as possible at this stage.
Exactly. There is no flour in here.
And again, if they don't incorporate all the egg whites into this mix, you'll get this mottled effect within the sponge, won't you, of white?
That's right.
I know the consistency looks like it's split.
It has those little sort of dots
of moisture, and then dry, moist and dry, yeah.
Exactly. Now, I've got the cocoa here. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in. Must sieve it, because we don't want it in lumpy. And don't mistakenly put drinking chocolate in, because that would be a very weak flavour. But it is the cocoa that stabilises the mixture. You'll get a good rise, and it'll be a little bit firmer.
Yeah.
As well as adding richness to the flavour, cocoa powder has a binding quality that helps the ingredients to combine and create a firmer, more stable sponge.
I know some recipes don't put any cocoa in, but I've tried all sorts to get the ultimate one, and I think this one is the best. And then I'm going to fold that in, just as I did before, round the outside of the bowl and cut through the middle. And only mix until everything is just included. Don't over-mix it.
Yeah.
Once you've mixed this, you've got to put it in the tin and bake it straight away.
Once the mixture is in the tin, it needs to be baked straight away so no air is lost.
And then push the mixture into the sides. If you don't push it into the sides, it won't rise evenly.
You're looking for a nice even layer, so the roulade is nice and flat and square.
That's right. So that wants to go in the oven at 160 fan, and that will take about 20 or 25 minutes.
Bake the roulade until it's risen and starting to come away from the sides with a firm and crisp top.
That looks just right. It's got a crust on top. It does slightly sink, and expect it to. And it is well risen, and all we've got to do now is let it get cool. It must be cold before you put the cream in, otherwise the cream seeps into the mixture, and also it melts.
Yeah.
So we'll let that get cold.